Today we are with Mohammed, who is our friend, a Copernic friend, who came from UAE, from Dubai, precisely. Good morning, Mohammed. How is going your coronavirus situation in Dubai generally?
Well, generally, the UAE have prepared itself, not Dubai in precise, but the UAE government have optimized technology, and businesses as well have optimized technology and created innovations before period of the epidemic. So mainly UAE have prepared itself before the epidemic, so things wouldn't, get worse in terms of business and how do they operate and how it would react in the.
So, what do you think of how Italy faced coronavirus, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I have read articles about the Italy facing problems in terms of, I think, detecting the people who are being infected by such a virus. So I have seen through the numbers that the numbers have increased dramatically every day. So that, and people are being infected as many, as it grows a lot. So I think the problem of Italy is it has a problem of, first of all, the detecting of people being infected.
Yes.
And also,
but now the number are decreasing now.
Yeah, but I meant from before.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Before war.
Yeah, it was worse, and also there are, there are problems within, limiting the restriction of people being, moving around, which has helped the virus. So I thought these are two problems that I think the government is now is working toward decreasing this number, which is a good news for Italy.
Okay. Well, sometimes it's we need to be more several, So, Mohammed, what kind of public or private partnership have been deployed in your country?
As for the latest news, the UAE has it owns a percentage of a company called Strata, which is a company that produce some, aviation materials to Boeing and several big companies in terms of aviation. But now it have shifted its production line into manufacturing masks to worldwide and as well for the Middle East, since there is a shortage of masks in the world, as well as before a couple of days even there was the UAE have also invented an innovation in terms of detecting the people being infected. Since there are many of the technology that's being used, it didn't had its effectiveness. So it's basically like a test where it uses laser and it injects, or extract patient's blood. So this laser, it would help to identify the stem cells, whether they are being, being infected by such virus, and then it would help to develop new cells to replace the the cells which is being infected. So
yes.
Your economy, your productional economy is changed a little. So you are passed from the production of air parts, I don't know, from arriving to masks, if I understand good.
How did the technology help to cope with the COVID-19?
Well, it helped in terms of lockdown, where the government usually invented products that would help to identify people being not infringing the lockdown system. There's also a special device that a police and any policeman could use to detect if people are being registered in terms of having a registration or permits to move around.
Okay.
Also, many governments have been using e-commerce, and even some companies who works also in the entertainment system as cinema, they have used a drive-in movie theater where you could park your car and you can watch the movie while you are parked in your car, which I think is effective, kind of innovation towards implementing social distancing and profit-wise as well.
Okay. I understand what you want to mean. Okay.
So I'm gonna start to my question. I will ask you a question focused on life during the COVID. Has COVID changed Dubai's strong economy? So your economy is changed after this situation.
It's changing good, although it has been suffering by the COVID-19, but many of aspects of the economy have changed. Many, implementation being used to, have more better in terms of GDP as governments of the UAE being investing in companies that are optimizing technology to help a better economy.
So your economy is developed in a positive way. So
Yes.
it don't change negatively. And
It has suffered as well, but it has suffered, but at least it's better than being in a worse situation.
Okay. You reacted well because we in Italy felt a lot the situation. With the second question I want to say you is, has your government taken restrictive measures to limit the growth of the virus? For example, quarantine. You need to stay home.
It has taken restriction as lockdown time. It has used as well, like some certain system to, if people are being infected, there is some certain system that is located on your phone that tracks down whatever place you want. So if you yourself have infringed that, the government can know your precise location. So that would help to have a better quarantine, implementation.
Okay.
Also have they also have changed the way of lockdown. During that time, instead of lockdown, they are actually using some certain material to spray the country around with some certain substance to clear the germs and stuff. So instead of being quarantined, that's being used as well, for the government to spread around some certain material to clean the germs and the viruses as well in public areas.
Lockdown precisely.
Yeah.
In February, March.
Until now, I didn't understand your question.
When started the lockdown precisely? In which month?
I think it's between March and April. I think it's
Okay.
Yeah, at that time.
Year before, in in March, in the starting part of March. The last question I want to present to you is: have you had problems related to the availability of food?
The food was available. Many of companies are using delivery, system to deliver the food. Even the supplies of the supermarket is usually resupplied every day. So there isn't much a problem with terms of suppliers of food, even though many of the restaurants are optimizing delivery systems, which is delivering food by car as well.
And food transportation has always worked, also in lockdown.
As for the transportation system, the government, they are having some certain system in terms of bus station, where there is a procedure that being used if you want to use the bus in terms of using it as part of the transportation system. You need, first of all, before even getting to the station, they would check your on temperature. There is as well a system to detect whether if someone is being ill or not. And then there's a social distancing in terms of waiting on lines before getting to the bus.
Here worked was a sector that worked in the whole part of our lockdown. So we didn't any particular problem in this situation related to the transportation of food or general goods. We didn't have any particular problem. So if you
I want to add something regarding even in terms of shopping. If you wanna, there is a system that's being implemented in Dubai and in the fish market, where before even you go shop, there is a system where you first of all you detect your temperature. They check if you have any symptoms, and then when you go inside, there's like a path is where you need to move on, or you need to walk on that. So it's basically like a system to increase social, in order to implement a better social distancing.
Also here is like here, because if you need to go in a supermarket, you need to check your temperature and with the gun. And now it's famous, the gun of temperature. Is a product that everyone wants to have in his own house. Thank you very much for the availability and to be with us.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let's start growing channel. Subscribe and like if you leave a like if you like the video. So at the moment everything is everything. See you in the next video and ciao ragazzi.
Leave a
Ciao
comment.
Mohammed.
Hi
Thank
Mohammed.
Hi. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope everyone is in his home staying safe, and hopefully we'll be meeting after all. Everything is going to be safe after what's happened. Stay safe.
Same to you.
Thank you Mohammed. Thank you very much.
You, Mohammed.
Have a nice quarantine, the rest part of your quarantine.
You too. You too. Thank you.